Good morning, Scorpio. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. I hope that you all are doing well. Welcome to your weekend read. What is today's date? The 20th, I think, is today. Today might be the first day of summer in the northern hemisphere. So, if that's where you are, welcome to the summer equinox. Yay, longest day of light, and hopefully, excuse me, depending on where you are, you don't have rain. A little more of a hiatus for me again, due to the weather, the flooding, whatnot. Not super bad right here, but compared to some other places near me, but still affected by it. So that's taken some time and whatnot. But either way, we'll get to it. So that more so, and the weather changing. You hear it in my voice again, right? So I've gotten through a few appointments this week. Please do, you're welcome to send me an email. For those of you that already have, I will get back to you. Given the weather, I did make some changes again. So there we are. I'm just at a point where I've tried to make plans to do certain things and they haven't really worked out. So I just trust that the divine timing of it all is exactly where we need to be. So you guys will hear back from me always. It may just take me a little while. 1, 2, 3 on the clock. I also heard from Spirit before I started the video, desperate times call for desperate measures. They don't need to count you out, Scorpio. And the Sun card, I don't ever shuffle my cards in the reverse, and here they are coming out in the reverse. The Sun card in the reverse, the Leo card in the reverse, the Shine. Scorpio, I don't know that this is, it's almost like you're putting the sun down. I'm hearing Elton John's Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. But Scorpio, I feel like you're dealing with somebody, could have fire placements in their chart. Funny, I'm wearing orange today. But that very much the summer energy. I'm hearing like, don't let the sun go down on me. And it's funny too that I say, you know, it's the longest day of summer, and yet, you know, following that, it starts to decrease again, right? So we'll start to move into the fall equinox and the winter equinox, right? Until we're back to where we started from. Scorpio, I feel like you're letting a situation this weekend die out. I feel like you might be starting to eliminate distractions, constraints. I think you were waiting for a culmination of, or a crescendo, I think would be the better word, of things that you thought might be better than they are. And maybe in some ways they are, or were, but you're very overdone, overburnt, worn out, burnout, right? All the things, Scorpio, where I'm hearing like it's almost like a person who's worked really hard the first half of their life and they're like, I'm going to enjoy the second half, right? It's like almost like you're retiring from an arena of life that is just not for you. And for some of you, the sun could feel like it's coming down on you, right? It could feel like the whole world is coming down on you, crashing and burning. But this is about the Mars, right? Where is the next Mars retrograde? I'm hearing Mars. I gotta write this down. Mars retrograde. Hold on. I gotta look at that. I don't know. I was gonna tell you. We've got Pluto retrograde, right? We've got Mercury getting ready to go into retrograde. I can't remember the date. I think we're only days away, actually. I'm gonna have to look into these because I haven't had time to look at that either. So Mercury and Mars retrograde, and I want to look and see. I think it's November. Is it November or September that Pluto is in retrograde? And I know someone else had answered this once before, and I can't remember what they said on that either. So I'm going to have to look into those. But this is really a Scorpio, a time of review. Like, I think you took some excessive action on some things, and you needed to. Maybe against your better judgment, maybe against morals, maybe against thinking. It's almost like against yourself. And I think simply what that stands for, Scorpio, is wanting to really just have an experience. And I remember telling you all weeks ago, just have the experience. Spirit telling you to have the experience more so than me. And I think that's what you've done. And I think, again, this is you needing to learn what you want versus what you don't want. And I think this weekend there may be some smaller situations that come to pass that you're letting the sun go down on those things. You're letting those things just kind of simmer out. You're letting the light, the final curtain call, Scorpio. You're letting those things close. It's like that. I tried it. I came. It's like sticking your finger in banana pudding and going, do I like this? No, it's not for me. Cancerian energy immerse. You're getting, I love this. Holy shit, Scorpio. I'm really going to take these 3 levels of what I'm going to call water. Venus is water to me because it's emotion, right? It's a nice combination of a lot of things because we think, we feel, we know. And Spirit, Cancer, Scorpio, Venus energy there. Moving into Cancer season, I think in 2 days. And happy birthday to my Geminis if you are a Gemini sun, and happy birthday to my Cancers if you are a Cancer sun with any Scorpio placements. But it's very funny to me that I've got Cancer, Scorpio, Venus. Like Scorpio, you're looking forward to Cancer season. You're looking forward to that loving season. You've lost that loving feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. You've lost that loving feeling. You've lost that, I forget who sings that. You've lost that loving feeling. And now it's gone, gone, gone. Scorpio, you are setting sights on a new vision forward. And I don't know if you're spending a lot of time this weekend in introspection, if you're taking some time out for yourself, if you're immersing. I really feel like you're immersing in a lot in your own self-care. And you're making very discerned decisions, passion, about what you want in your life. And you may not even fully know what you want in your life, but you're like, what do I need, right? What would I, at this point now that I know something else that I don't want, what do I need? What becomes, I'm hearing, what becomes of me? Debilitated, discomfort. You've gotten yourself into certain situations, likely tension, that don't feel good. Maybe they felt good for a little while, a 10, 9, and a 5. Changes are coming where you're going to have to go back and take a look at something and go, you know what, this is somebody, this is vanity. So this could be something that was superficial. 13, the death card. Something that was superficial, something that wasn't for you. Scorpio, you're likely concerned about your finances, what comes next for you, home, stability, security, all the things that matter the most when it comes to you being able to care for yourself and your life, those that you love. 9 of Wands, I think you're a little worn out. The Devil, there could be constraints that have been put on you. Again, the feeling of being burnt out, tired, overdone, definitely there. You're just needing some rest and reprieve, maybe some fun, a change of pace. Spirit, don't be afraid to travel. The Lover's card, you're in the King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, I particularly relate King of Cups to Scorpio, the Lovers, Gemini energy, and that's where we are. And by the end of Gemini season, Scorpio, Queen of Swords, you've made some very discerning choices, maybe a little disappointed by it, but it's something that I think you, Queen of Pentacles again, 5 of Pentacles, I think that you knew. Like, I don't think you're taking whatever this is as a major loss. You're just like, well, it was a little, I feel like there's disappointment. 10 of Wands, 6 of Swords. Whatever this is, Scorpio, I don't think that you are eyeball deep in feeling for something. You are just, you knew there was a chance. You knew there was a risk that you were going to take. Ace of Cups when it comes to love, and 4 of Cups. And something just wasn't fulfilling. Like maybe, again, something didn't live up to the hype. Something didn't live up to the expectation. I would compare this to all the hype back in, was it the fall, around Mike Tyson and Jake Paul's fight, if you watch boxing. And boy, did that fucking fight disappoint. I watched it. Same thing. Not quite what you thought, right? Because, and I can't even say that I blame anybody else for this. This was just about the experience, Scorpio. Learning to trust the exchange again, learning to, whether it's the rate of exchange, the exchange rate, or learning to trust situations again via spirit. Literally the 9 of Wands, 2 of Swords. You didn't see something. I think that an opportunity presented itself to you. I think you took that. You followed your intuition. You were willing to give it a try. The Chariot, Page of Wands, the Chariot. New opportunities are arising out of a particular situation, Scorpio. The Empress. You are the fucking Empress, Scorpio. Surprise, surprise, surprise. And the World card. like you've gained some recognition, you've gained accolades, you've gained the support of others through this experience. Confession. Like, I think that you all are, you're taking what some could construe as a negative situation and going, this might be the best possible outcome for me that I ever could have imagined. And Scorpio, you show up differently to the fight now. You really show up differently. What else does Scorpio need to know for this weekend? I think you do need to pay attention, though, still to the people around you in a situation. You might be okay with the way something is going. They may not be. And you could have hurt someone else's feelings, Scorpio. I said to you, desperate times call for desperate measures. Do know, Scorps, it's possible that somebody could be trying to pull out all the stops that keep you attached to them or close to them or a part of something. They may feel you pulling away, you distancing yourself. Seven of Wands, boundaries, right? Knight of Swords are going to chase you down. Stand your ground, though. You follow the belief in what you know you need. Another learning experience. I don't think you need to run and hide, but it's kind of like, it's funny. This morning, the kittens were, you've been keeping them in a room when I've not been home, just because the dog is so much bigger and she wants to play. I'm afraid she'll just unintentionally hurt them or whatnot. And Loki, the big one, is a little bitchy, right? So I've been keeping them in the one room, and they've got plenty of room to run around. They're actually hanging out with the birds. And I let them out this morning so they could, explore the house and do all the things that kitties do. And, Loki's like the big 23-pound moose of mine is hanging out around the corners of the walls and, just making sure that everybody knows that he's been here for all of eternity, right? It's kind of how it feels, Scorps, is that you've got somebody hanging around, as I say that, there's the threats card, somebody hanging around the corner, thinking about it, ruminating over, playing things in their head. It's not that you don't take your situation seriously. You just don't. You just know when to stop. You've mastered some sort of patience or understanding. Like, a lot of people don't have that deep-rooted acceptance. So Spirit's just kind of warning you to, like, guard yourself. Like, if you feel like you need to do something, then do it. If you feel like you need to not do something and walk away, then you should do that too. Immortality, Scorpio. It's almost like looking at it from the perspective of a bird coming in to, like, snag up its prey. Scorpio, it's like your magic. Whoa, oh, it's magic, Scorpio. Whoa, oh, you're magic. Don't fuck with a Scorpio. Even if you feel scorned, don't fuck with a Scorpio. Do you know what that entails? You will burn yourself. You will burn yourself, right? There are things, it's like they're likely to be stopped. Something else will happen in their own life that's going to make them have to put focus elsewhere, and that's going to drive them crazy. This could be karmic. Scorpio, the full Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, getting the fuck out of Dodge. Like, you'll figure out the next thing. Might lead to some level of confusion. It's a temporary thing. By Monday, Spirit. Yeah, but you're going to start to see this play out by Monday, Scorpio, that someone has some deep-rooted attachment to you. But you are Chariot, right? Moving on to the next thing. It's like, you ever see those stations at the marathon, Scorpio? They stop to grab a drink of water or a piece of fruit and they keep going. That's you. You're like, okay, past this station, level up, let's go. What? Next level, please. Knight of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. There you are, Scorpio. King of Cups, patiently waiting, lovingly waiting. Who's going to give to me? And not in a give to me like I'm entitled sense, but a give to me because I'm rich in abundance of life and love and learning, and I want to continue that, right? Scorpio, it's literally next level, please. This weekend is all about you leveling up and closing out an experience. It's the end of a chapter of Gemini season. It's the end of a chapter for you, and let the new one begin. I love this for you. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Personal reads will be open and available next week outside of the ones that I've already got to take care of. I'm sending you all so much love. Please feel free to email, like, share, subscribe. It helps the channel. Hopefully will bring me back here more often than not by doing so. I'm sending you all so much love. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.